I've been spinning for such a long time, and I'm barely seeing any improvement. This sound familiar? Believe it or not, but I've been there too. I've also been on the other side of things, being called a prodigy with super fast improvement at times. So I now understand what makes a prodigy versus what makes someone below average. No, it's not your improvement genetics or your hand genetics, unless you literally cannot move your fingers. But just look at Isa, the 2 times world champion, and still called best pen spinner of all time as of now. He has horrible hand flexibility, yet he was able to destroy people with much better genetics. Okay, so if it's not my genetics that are holding me back, what is it? You might not want to hear this, but you're probably not practicing enough. Oh, but I'm actually practicing 4 hours a day every day. Are you really? If you are, then practice more. This might sound crazy, but just let me tell you my story as an example. I probably learned my very first trick, charge, somewhere in 2019. I was doing this trick all day, every day in class, and over the next few years I learned thumb around and twisted sonic. Even though I thought I was practicing these tricks in class to improve, I was actually just spamming them over and over again with subpar execution. In reality, I wasn't improving at all. In August 2021, I discovered the pen spinning community, which really helped me start practicing more by doing the right things instead of just spamming old tricks. By January 2022, pen spinning became my life, and I was doing it almost every day, all day. I wasn't even putting full focus in my practice all the time. I was just spinning a lot. By August 2022, I was basically spinning all day, and this is when I saw the fastest improvement. At this time, I was considered a tech prodigy, which is before I started practicing power. There were some days that I spent for 11 hours straight. Of course, not all of this was totally focused practice. A lot of it was just spinning linkages mindlessly while watching something. Yes, I had no life other than pen spinning at the time. After I started practicing power somewhat consistently, I saw another spike in improvement, but it could have been so much faster if I spun more. But I didn't have a concrete goal to reach for. On February 2023, however, I decided to dedicate my entire life on one specific power trick, fist bust fishing. This became the only thing I thought about. I would wake up earlier to practice before school, reject hanging out with my friends during lunch to practice, and come home and practice. Although I was only practicing for 2 to 4 hours a day, these hours were solid focused practice, and I had a concrete goal I was working towards, and this was to break the current world record of 150 by reboot. When I did break that record, my goal became to double it. Although I technically doubled it off cam, I only got 279 on cam. But still, such a massive goal for someone who barely knew any power tricks would normally seem insane to most people. But I knew I could do it. I believed it was possible because it was. This is the mentality you need to have to improve if you're in a pen spinning rut. And if you're only mindlessly spinning, you need to mix focused practice in with it. There are only 3 main goals when it comes to pen spinning for improvement. These are 1. Learning a new trick, linkage, or combo. 2. Reaching for higher continuous numbers in power. And 3. Confidence/execution training. If you're not doing any of these, then change what you're doing. And by the way, confidence or execution training doesn't mean mindlessly spamming old linkages. Challenge yourself by pushing your confidence and focus. Anyway, once you are practicing an insane amount for a consistent period of time, it may be beneficial to take a break. If you want more insight about how breaks affect your skill improvement, check out this skill improvement graph video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.